Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is Game God Fluent, bringing you episode 1 of a new Let's Try. Again, if you aren't familiar with my channel or my videos, the LPs, the Let's Plays that I do, tend to be longer, and I schedule different games for 3-day blocks, where in real life I play for 3 days in a row that game and try to make, as many episodes as I can. Whereas the LTs are kind of like, well, I sneak in an episode when I can, in between the LPs or on the rest days. The rest days are like, I do my 3-day block and then I have a day off. And then I do another 3-day block of another game, day off, that sort of thing. So on the day offs, I tend to start the Let's Tries and update them and stuff. So anyway, we're playing a game that I really should be LPing because it's quite epic and it's something that I would normally LP, but we're going to do a Let's Try, and we're going to try to dig into this as much as we can over a course of however long. And, I never abandon my LPs or LTs in terms of like, they can always be updated at any point down the line. Like, once I get back in the mood to play them, I'll do more episodes of them. But right now, I'm really itching to play this, and we're going to see what we can do with it. I am kind of fresh to it. I don't really know the game that well. I played, obviously, for 32 minutes and, kind of sussed some things out, but there's a lot to this thing. It's actually an interactive novel / gamebook type deal, like a Finding Fantasy type deal, but more RPG-esque. But anyway, we're playing Joe Dever's Lone Wolf HD Remastered. So, you may or may not have heard of this, but, I haven't played in a long time. It says I played today. I didn't play 32 minutes today. I played about 5 minutes just to check everything out, but, it's been at least a year or two since I even saw this game. Let's go ahead and hit play, and we'll both play it together and learn it as we go together. We're going to have fun. Maybe my bulky picks, well, whatever they did. Reply. Forge. I'm going to go ahead and light a smoke. Press any key to get closer. Here we go, guys. Alright, Joe Devers or Devers Lone Wolf. Apparently there's 4 chapters maybe, or 4 acts. Let's go ahead and hit the options and get this sorted before we start. Game settings. Display tooltips, yes. Display damage, yes. Action event. From what I understand, I think that's like mash on the mouse button at a certain time for an action event. You can make it keyboard, but that's confusing if you have to do it in the heat of like a few seconds, like as a surprise thing. So we'll just go mouse. Can change the font actually. It's defaulted to Pristina. Dumbledore. I kind of like Chancery, but we'll go with Pristina as it was, designed. It can change the language. Pretty cool. 5 different languages, I guess. Of course, we're playing in English. Let's go ahead and hit the video settings. 1080p. I have it in windowed mode. All these are set to the highest they can be, and there's no, these are all the settings, so they're all good to go. Audio settings, not much to do here. We may adjust this balance if need be during the game. I mean, key bindings, you can pause and read this, but actually I'm just going to be using the mouse a lot and whatever it teaches me in the game. But here's all the key settings. Bada bing, bada boom. So let's check out extras really quickly. There's, Joe Dever is an award-winning author and game designer who began his career as a musician and recording engineer. In 1976, he created the fictional world of Magnamund and was a setting for his early role-playing games. In 1992, he became an RPG world champion. So, in '84, his original series of Lone Wolf adventure game books were first published and became an international success. They have since sold over 10 million copies worldwide. Wow, good job, Joe. From 1996 onwards, Joe has been involved in the design, scripting, and production of several successful computer and console games. Oh, there he is. Say hi to Joe. Thanks, Joe, for the cool game. There's a codex. that we're going to check out eventually and get more information and lore, juicy lore that I love. Gallery, pretty cool. We can check that stuff out. And credits. So yeah, let's just write our story and get right into it. I'm going to delete this 3-minute playthrough here. Do you really want to delete game? Yep. So let's delete it and hit new game. Difficulty settings. On normal, enemies are balanced and they cannot attack you when a radial menu is open. You will get special items. Now hard is interesting. Enemies are tougher and they can attack you when a radial menu is open. You'll get special items and more gold. I'm just going to go with normal, because I'd rather not, you know, be fumbling through radial menus while they're attacking me type deal. So we'll just go with normal, as much as I usually play RPGs on hard, but I have a feeling this game's going to be pretty challenging anyway. You are a lone wolf. Excuse me. Your life is not an ordinary one. You assess and counter all challenges with... Make your choice. So there's multiple choice in the game. The multiple choice menu lets you choose your path and write your own story. Pay attention on what you decide. Your actions shape the world around you. Click on each icon to display the description. Click the flashing icon at the center of the page to confirm your choice. Excuse me. So we've got, you always prefer a straightforward and decisive approach, although it is often reckless. You rely on your dexterity and intuition to overcome any obstacle. You carefully assess the details of any situation before attempting to overcome an obstacle. I'm gonna go with this, I think. You counter all challenges with intelligence. Many are the battles you have fought in defense of Sommerlund, wielding your... Swords generally do not inflict high damage, but they are easy and quick to use. Axes are balanced weapons regarding damage and speed. Maces are heavy, crushing weapons. They are slow to use, but they inflict high damage. I'm always a sword and board kind of guy, so I like swords. Easy and quick to use sounds good to me. Sommerlund, wielding your sword. You are more than a gifted warrior. You possess special Kai disciplines that give you mastery of... Make your choice. Survival combines the skills of Master Tracker, Hunter, and Explorer. Healing restores your health and improves your meditation skills. I'm going to go with healing. Then we've got Mind Over Matter, lets you manipulate objects in your immediate environment. Mind Blast and Mind Shield transform your mind into a powerful psychic weapon and psionic shield. I'm going to go Mind Over Matter. You're able to perform extraordinary martial feats due to your mastery of weapon skill. Wait a minute, guys. Did we see the opening movie? I don't know, hold on. Animal kinship enables you to communicate and influence most animals. Well, you know I gotta go animal kinship. And then we've got your sixth sense, enhances your natural intuition, helping you to identify and encounter unseen dangers. Camouflage enables you to blend into your surroundings, enhancing your stealth and secrecy. I'm gonna go with sixth sense. You possess special Kai disciplines that give you mastery of healing, Mind Over Matter, Animal Kinship, and Sixth Sense for Sommerlund and the Kai. So, pretty cool thus far. Looks good. Is this your story? Is this your past? Yes. Alright. Okay, here we go. The movie.
For many centuries, the Kai Lords defended their kingdom of Sommerlund from the Dark Lords of Helgedad. Many battles were fought and won by the Kai, but finally came their demise. 3 years ago, the monastery of your warrior order was attacked by the armies of the Dark Lords. The Kai were destroyed. You were the only one who survived the final battle. All seemed lost, but you retrieved the Sommersword, the one weapon that can slay a Dark Lord of Helgedad. You slew Zagana, the Dark Lord leader, and saved your kingdom from destruction. Now, the lesser Dark Lords hunger to take their revenge. It falls to you the last Kai Lord of Sommerland, to crush their evil schemes once more.
Pretty cool, right? I love it. Dark Lords and magical swords. Love it. Alright, so here we go. 1. Blood on the Snow. Turn the pages. You can turn the pages by dragging them to the leftmost part of the screen, or through a double click on the right side of the page. You can also go back to any previous page of the current chapter. Click on the bookmark to open the tome interface and access its sections. They will let you access everything that you need to manage your character and your story. So, go ahead, little double click. Bong bong. Whoop. You are Lone Wolf, the last of the Kai Lords and sole survivor. Wait, first of all, your quest was updated. Let's click this icon before we even jump in. Open book interface. And here we go. This is the book interface. The red bar represents your vitality, the blue one your Kai power, and the green one your endurance. Each of these icons lets you access different sections of the book. Remember to put your belt to good use, place potions or other items in its slots, and access them while fighting. Choose wisely since you won't be able to open your inventory during a combat session. Additional belt slots can be unlocked by upgrading your Kai armor. Interesting, right? But check it out. Our vitality, our Kai power, our endurance. What we've got in the belt, we've got a Floroa fungi potion, restores 650 endurance, a Volco blackberry potion, restores 650 Kai. Oh, we have 2 endurance potions, and a Laumspur tincture, restores 1250 vitality and 850 endurance. And this button here goes to the inventory. The inventory lets lets you change your equipment and arrange the items you will access from your belt in combat. To equip items or move them in your bags, just drag an item and release it over the highlighted spot. So right off the bat, you can see we have a helmet slot, 2 shoulder, whatever they are, maybe rings or something. Chest piece, we have Kai leather armor. Armor 6 plus 200 Kai and 50 endurance with 3 belt slots. We have a Spearin, our sword. My smoke went out. Damage 240 to 300 plus 1 dexterity, and can be equipped in the offhand if we want to dual wield at some point. Shield, armor 60 plus 50 vitality. Armor bonus applies only when parrying. We've got a knife scabbard that gives plus 1 dex, and throwing knives that do 180 to 225. 20 throwing knives, 5 picklocks, a thievery tool used to open different types of locks. We have a Freylon broth that restores 1250 vitality, 850 Kai and endurance, like a mega elixir, just heals everything. And a Laumspur oil, 2250 vitality, 1250 endurance. Now what I don't understand about this, oh, there's 3 belt slots, so these are kind of our better potions that we want to save, whereas these are the ones we would use first. And right now we have 8 inventory slots total. Like if I wanted to move these picklocks, you know, we have 8 slots, so, and 30, no tooltip saying what they are, 30 gold. And we can hit this button to see Lone Wolf and see your changes that you make to him. Which I always love. Check it out, you can see a Spearin, the shield, there's the Sommersword. Awesome, right? Let's head back. Now to get out of here, we can click this button again. So that's the inventory. Let's start with the character sheet. These are important icons. The character sheet lets you check Lone Wolf's status. It also contains useful information about the fighting abilities related to the weapons you have equipped. Strength improves melee damage and Lone Wolf's natural armor. Intelligence improves all Kai disciplines and Sommersword damage and Lone Wolf's turn duration. Countdown only. Dexterity improves dodge parry rating and the critical chance of all techniques. So all 3 you can see are very useful. We have 11 strength, 12 intelligence and dex, 8 armor, 6% to dodge or parry. Our damage is 350 to 437 with 6% critical. And these are our abilities. There's a Spearin, and it shows what it offers. A quick attack, a swift and precise strike with your main weapon. This quick attack is very difficult to dodge or parry even for a veteran warrior, and it costs 400 endurance. Heavy attack, a powerful yet slow strike that inflicts high damage and triggers an additional attack if it connects. This slow strike is more likely to be parried or dodged. 500 to 650 endurance. And combined attack, a single blow that can trigger an additional sequence of 3 strikes, so long as each strike connects successfully. The execution of the whole sequence inflicts high damage. 600 to 900 endurance. And what is that? Sword Mastery. It's locked. You have attained an advanced proficiency with swords. With a sword as your main weapon, you'll have a greater chance to land a critical strike on the enemy. Cool. And I guess that comes from a spearing? I'm not sure. Or if that's separate. We have our shield, which we can actually use to do Wolf Slice. A cutting blow dealt with the shield that causes hemorrhage. It also inflicts shield damage, costs 550 endurance. Wolf's Charge, a direct charge at your enemy that ends with a crushing strike dealt with the shield. It will stun the enemy temporarily, 650 endurance. And Wolf's Resilience, a defensive stance that lets you dodge all melee attacks. Attacks that are not dodged successfully will be parried. It always gives the initiative to the enemy, 350 endurance. Then we even have the Knife Scabbard, +1 dex, and that offers knife throwing. Throw, a knife thrown at the enemy which inflicts standard projectile damage, cost 1 throwing knife. So again, we only have 20 of them to start. Multiple throws, a sequence of knife throwing at a single enemy which inflicts damage for each knife that hits the target. 3 throwing knives. And then we have Fan of Knives, a sequence of knife throwing at multiple targets, which inflicts damage for each knife that hits successfully, costs 3 throwing knives. So that's the character sheet. Then we have like the Sommersword page, which more is yet to be unlocked, but whoops. We have Sunburst. You unleash the power of the Sommersword as a surging stream of divine fire which hits a single enemy. 950 Kai. We only have 1400, so that's a pretty costly thing. Then we have Kai Disciplines. And those are our 4 things. We have the Healing. The power of the sun flows through you, healing your wounds and keeping you strong for 800 Kai. Mind over Matter. This powerful skill enables you to lift some objects and hurl them at your enemies, using only the power of your mind. The enemies themselves can be thrown to the ground, 650 Kai. Sixth Sense. You sharpen your senses, gaining the ability to predict your enemy's intentions. For a brief period of time, you dodge all their attacks with the chance to counter them, 750 Kai. And Animal Kinship. You can summon the Dernkrag wolf to fight alongside you. The wolf attacks with a series of ferocious bites, which inflict damage and cause bleeding, 700 Kai. And not only that, but these things are going to play into the story as well. Like we may be able to heal somebody, or pick up an object that we want to steal or something, or talk to an animal to advance a quest, stuff like that. So that's everything there. So let's hit the button. That's the character sheet. Now we come here. My favorite thing in RPGs, a hand-drawn map. The world map lets you decide which narrative section to unlock next. Pay attention when you choose. Some decisions can't be undone, so there's branching like choices, as we can see, and they may be mutually exclusive. It also lets you access the merchants you have unlocked. The world map can be accessed from the tome interface. Meditation is the skill that Lone Wolf uses to rest and recover vitality points, endurance, and Kai power. You can meditate only before leaving your current location, before triggering a new narrative section. Important. If you're ambushed while meditating, you'll start the combat session with your Kai powers on cooldown. So as you can see, the world map, here we are. We can't really do anything, but we can check out the map. This isn't the whole map, this is just the mountain pass, obviously. The Rockstar Mountains. If we press this button, we get an overview. So eventually we may pass out of here or something, and you know, it'll open up a much bigger map. But yeah, those are the Rockstar Mountains, and nothing we can do here but click off. So that's that, the map. Then we have the quest journal. Current objective. Journal. The journal contains additional information about your mission and the world around you, together with quest items. Current objective. Your long journey has led to a shocking discovery. Rockstar is under attack. You rush towards the village, praying all the while that it is not too late to save them. So we have this, a sly knife. This small and specialized knife may not be a lethal weapon. If you are skilled enough, however, it can help you to open most locked doors and chests. So that's like a lockpick tool or something you can reuse, I guess. Can't be sold. And then we have the Sommersword. 3 years ago, you retrieved the Sword of the Sun after a perilous quest. Sommerlund had been invaded by forces of the Dark Lord Zagarna, and you returned home in time to slay him. So, of course, you know, we have this that can't be sold, the legendary weapon. We can see it on Kai. Wait, what does that do? Oh. Oh, awesome. Look at that baby. Awesome sword. I love it. Legendary weapon, of course. Then we have... Okay, so these are quest items and objectives. Then we have the Codex. Inside the Codex, you will find information about the story. Progressively, you will unlock new content, so be sure to come back and check. And again, we can check this out. And then here is the journal. I guess it just lists your current objective. And that is that. So, let's head out. And we've got the options menu, just takes you back to the options. And that is the user interface there. So if we hit escape, we can get out of it. And start reading the novel and getting into it. So, let's see how much time we've spent thus far. 20 minutes. Cool, we have 20 minutes to play. You are Lone Wolf, the last of the Kai Lords and sole survivor of a massacre that destroyed your elite warrior order. You would prefer not to be where you find yourself now, in a narrow mountain pass, blanketed with crisp snow, flanked by shadowy timberlands, where icy winds whistle through the branches and chill you to the bone. You would prefer not to be here, but duty has called you to this remote part of your domain. You are the Friar Earl of this territory, and you are responsible for the safety and security of the hardy Somlending folk who live and prosper in this harsh mountainous borderland. You have received a disturbing report of enemy activity around the mining village of Rockstarn. Okay, it's not the mountains, it's the village. And all communication with the village has ceased, fearful that the settlement may have been attacked by Gaiax and other Darklands raiders. You have come here to assess for yourself the true situation. After a seemingly endless trek through snow and ice, you have almost reached your destination. Your horse becomes increasingly nervous as you approach the outskirts of the mining settlement. Need a little picture here. Very cool. There's us on a ledge. Our poor horsey is feeling a little nervous. Something up there, which is pretty cool, way in the back. Maybe we'll go there and explore it. The smell of wood smoke is being carried along on the chill air, and its acrid aroma unsettles you both. This is not the reassuring smell of smoke that arises from hearth or furnace in the depths of winter. This is the smell of wanton destruction. Your heart sinks. You have journeyed here as quickly as the harsh weather would permit, but despite your valiant effort, you may have arrived too late. Make your choice. Alright, so obviously, well, you don't master this discipline. You don't want to waste any more time. You urge your horse to gallop. You decide to be careful and proceed on foot. We're going to go with that. The forest clings to the steep mountainside on both sides of the trail. The ground here is very difficult to traverse on foot and impossible on horseback. It comprises jagged rocks and loose shale, interspersed with treacherously deep and narrow fissures, and they are all covered by a blanket of ice and snow. It will be a very difficult route to take, but if you were to always keep the trail in sight, it would be a sure way to reach Rockstarn. You dismount and pat your horse's head reassuringly, then you retrieve your equipment and personal items from the saddlebag. The horse senses that you must leave him now and go ahead alone. He neighs, softly yet sadly. Fear not, dear friend, you have fulfilled your duty with courage. Now you must return alone to the monastery, where you will be safe. Go as fast as you are able. We shall be reunited there before too long. Then we have a wolf here. Your horse lowers his head and affectionately he nuzzles your shoulder. His unquestioning love and loyalty warms your heart. With a last pat of his forehead, you send him on his way back along the track of the mountain road that leads to the Kai Monastery. You watch him go until he is lost among the trees, then you steel your nerves and resolve to reach Rockstarn as quickly as you can, on foot. You tackle the difficult ascent with dexterity until you find that the way ahead is blocked by a vast wall of snow. This obstruction is the result of an avalanche that swept down the mountainside a few days earlier, carrying with it many trees and loose boulders. The village of Rockstar lies beyond this great wall of snow and shattered timber. Then we get to make another choice. Make your choice. It's going to be dangerous, but you decide to climb over the avalanche. Through animal kinship, you commune with the wild looking for help. You feel there must be a way to clear the snow itself from the path. I'm going to go ahead and ask the animals for help. Use some Kai, okay. A sudden noise makes you turn your head. Instantly you see several pairs of eyes, yellow like burning torches, staring at you through the snowy underbrush. They are the eyes of mountain wolves. You crouch down in the snow and keep perfectly still, your senses tingling. Slowly the pack leader leaves his cover and moves towards you. He is an old male with a distinctive patch of white fur in the center of his forehead. His thick gray body fur is highlighted with gold-colored hairs that ripple and gleam as he traverses the forest floor with ease. Oh, look at all the wolves. Love it. But are they going to help us? You look directly into his amber eyes and suddenly you understand what has happened here during the past few days. Images retained in the Wolfpack leader's feral memories swim in and out of focus in your mind's eye. You see the villagers of Rockstar fleeing in panic as a war party of Gyaks emerge and rampage through the streets of their mining settlement, killing, burning, and looting everything in their path. These images confirm your worst fears. You rise to your feet and the Wolfpack leader halts in mid-step. You decide that you must reach Rockstar as soon as possible, and instinctively the pack leader senses your purpose here. He turns his head towards the north and lets out a melancholy howl. His pack emerges from hiding. Quickly they follow in his wake when he leaps forward and lopes away through the snowy foliage. You sense that he knows a way around the avalanche. Without hesitation, you rush forward to join with the wolf pack. You run, and the wolf pack runs with you in perfect harmony. Okay. Random encounters. While moving on the map or during meditation, there's a chance that you will trigger a random encounter. So, meditation, you don't sense immediate dangers. This is a safe place to meditate. Yeah, let's go ahead and get that Kai energy back. You meditate. Boom. You feel fully rested. We got our Kai energy. Cool. Alright, let's come here. Rockstar Village Gate. Do you want to write your story from here? Sure do. The village of Rockstar was once a thriving and vibrant mining community, nestling among the slopes on the surrounding mountains. Life here on the border with the Darklands is harsh, yet the villagers of Rockstar are a hardy and industrious community. They are fiercely loyal to you, their liege lord, and to King Olnar in Summerland. Now Rockstar lies silent and smoldering. The noise of its steam engines and its armory no longer echoes among the high peaks. Cautiously you approach the entrance to the village. It is eerily quiet. The smell of wood smoke that you detected from a distance is now heavy with the cloying stench of death. Let me go ahead and take a sip, guys. You stare unblinkingly at the horrific scene that greets you. The blood-soaked and lifeless bodies of villagers lie strewn about the streets. Many were cut down as they fled, while others died fighting desperately to protect their loved ones and their homes. Recent snowfall has covered the slain with a thin white shroud, sparing you the unsettling sight of their gaping frozen wounds. All around, several shops and dwellings have been badly burned or completely destroyed by fire. There are too many victims hereabouts for you to gather their bodies and give them a decent burial, as is the customary practice in Summerland. The terrible price that has been paid by the villagers of Rockstar, partly as a consequence of your late arrival, weighs heavily on your heart. You close your eyes, raise your face to the cloudy sky, and make a silent plea to goddess Ishir to gather and protect the souls of the slain. You open your eyes and advance along the main street, your nerves as taut as wounds steal wires. Then you hear something. It is the sound of bare feet on fresh snow. It is followed by the rattle of loose armor and a gurgling growl that sets your pulse racing. It is a Gaiac. Okek, okak, tag, jetnik. It drools through its sharp, uneven teeth. You recognize the foul Gaiac language and know enough of it to translate the creature's chilling utterance. I bring you a slow death. I bring you a slow death. Your fears are confirmed by the presence of this hateful Gaiac. Rockstarn has been attacked by a Gaiac raiding party. The creature stalking towards you is only one of many now occupying the village. The Gaiac closes in and you defiantly stand your ground. You can expect to receive no mercy from this creature, and you will give none in return. Fight, our first combat. Go ahead and get her done here. Really cool stuff. There we are. There's the Gaiac. Alright, action buttons. Here we go. Summer Sword, melee techniques, Kai powers, and ranged weapon, the knives. When the action buttons appear near Lone Wolf's body, it means that it's your turn to strike. Each button grants access to a specific class of abilities according to its position and look. It's going to take some practice. Tactical time bar. During your turn, make your choices before the yellow bar empties. You won't be able to attack or use consumables before the bar is completely refilled. Oh, so it is still time-based. Okay, sword. Main hand abilities, quick strike, heavy attack, combined attack. You can perform 3 main combat techniques with the weapon you wield in your main hand. A quick strike that is difficult to dodge or parry. A heavy blow that is slower but deals more damage, and a lethal combination of attacks. When a melee weapon is wielded in the offhand, it also makes special combat abilities available in the circle menu. These abilities add a further layer of strategy to the battles. Try them all and define your fighting style. The green bar represents your endurance, which is the resource you use to perform physical actions, including all melee combat techniques and offensive action events. Alright, let's stun him. Precision event. In order to perform a precision action event correctly, wait for the external outline to touch the central circle. When the circle glows, click it. If you miss it, the circle disappears. Boom. Stunned him temporarily. Debuff. Some attacks can cause altered status to both enemies and Lone Wolf. Each status has different characteristics, and some of them can be cured by elixirs. This causes physical damage over time, like a bleed effect. This causes fire holy damage over time. This causes poison damage over time. 1 second, guys. Alright, we're back. Okay, so back to this. This causes poison damage over time. This, the target is stunned and unable to act for a while. The target's unable to perform melee and ranged attacks, so a blind sort of effect. Target receives more physical damage, sort of their shield is broken. This is some sort of chain link, it looks like. The target is unable to dodge or parry. Also, the target has less time to act, and each action requires a greater effort to perform, like a slow effect. This, the target deals more damage but is unable to dodge or parry, sort of like a berserk, animal, instinct, rage thing. This, Lone Wolf's Kai disciplines are temporarily disabled, broken Kai. This, Lone Wolf's vitality, Kai power, and endurance are reduced by half until the end of the current fight. The Dark Hand of Doom. Lone Wolf is temporarily incapacitated and cannot act. He's got the chain on his arm there. For a limited time, the enemy can't attack with the main hand weapon. He sort of was disarmed. This causes physical damage over time that increases progressively, being bitten by the unseen forces. When this debuff is active, Lone Wolf has limited time to defeat his enemy. Sort of, let's get going here. Endurance automatic regen is temporarily halted. Lightning bolts or whatever. Debuff, okay. So let's go ahead and combination strike. Now see, our bar is just about done. I should have did a heavy strike because he was stunned, but in order to perform a directional action event correctly, click and drag the arrow as suggested on screen. If you miss it, the arrow will disappear. Boom, I did it. Oh, snap. Alright, did some pretty good damage. Now I have to wait to recharge. He's doing his thing. Oh, snap. Did I miss the arrow right there? Oh, I spit up blood. Dang, son. Okay, let's, we've got some time here. Oh, he's attacking again. Let's see what Sommer's Sword can do. This holy weapon grants you the ability of performing devastating fighting techniques. Because of its magical origin, in order to wield it, you need Kai power instead of endurance. A single cooldown is shared by all Sommer's Sword attacks. No, I'm not going to Sunburst him. Get out of there. Let's go ahead and Quick Strike. Oh, got him. Yeah, we inflicted some damage. Oh, there's another one? I didn't mean to click range weapons. I panicked. I meant to click shield. The use of all range techniques is connected to the equipped ranged weapon. Throwing knives or crossbow. Ranged attacks consume ammunition. Crossbows have firepower as their main stats and increase bolt damage. I missed it. Oh, I missed them all. Oh, that was horrible. And we missed our turn. So yeah, this is why I'm playing on normal, guys. Seems pretty challenging thus far. Belt items. Remember to fill your belt with useful items such as potions or other consumables. These are the only items you'll be able to access during a fight, therefore choose wisely. Additional belt slots can be unlocked upgrading your Kai armor. So yeah, we're taking a beating. We're going to have to drink this Lamb Spear tincture. And then go ahead and throw the bottle like we mean it. Oh, we can't do that? Cause bleeding, I guess. Oh, I missed it? Dang. Oh, he just stunned me. I'm getting my butt kicked by these Gaiacs. Let's go ahead. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I missed again? How did I miss? Heavy swing. I missed again. Combination attack, quick strike. And throwing knife. How am I missing so much? I don't understand what I am doing wrong. I am clicking when the circle appears. Wow, I'm really getting rocked. I had to use a potion. Alright, oh, jeez. Combination attacks. Oh. I don't know how I did that, but that works. Execution style. Boom. Whoo! We need to meditate after that and get ourselves some more potions. Son. They are tough, but oh, is that fun? That was lovely. Love it. And then loot. We get to loot it. With 6 throwing knives. Nice. What's this? Destroy, take, I guess. They're worth 6 gold. 6 out of 6, yep. We've got pine, common timber used by merchants to upgrade weapons, armor, and bags. Oh, that's awesome. It's worth 8. We'll grab it. Leather, common leather used by merchants to upgrade weapons, armor, and bags. It's worth 12. And then we get a finest leather pouch, 4 slots, worth 42. We'll grab that, and then we have gold crowns. You derive no pleasure from killing. Not true. But if there is only one survivor still alive in the village, you vow to do everything you can to find and keep them safe. You turn away from the Gaiac's corpses and scour the surrounding buildings for signs of life. But this part of Rockstarn and its inhabitants were hit especially hard. It looks as if the Gaiacs wanted to make doubly sure that nobody could escape and raise the alarm. The houses and stores are badly damaged, their once fine facades blackened and charred by fire. The closest building is near to collapse. Much of the roof has fallen in and its walls are cracked and holed. Above the smoldering door you can still see a sign and make out the inscription, Hankar's store. The store is in such a dangerous condition that you feel it is unsafe to enter it. However, it has an attached warehouse that has survived virtually intact. You try to enter, but the door has been barred from the inside. See how long we've been playing. 39 minutes, okay. I guess I'll save here, if I can, and say thank you guys for joining me. This is really cool, isn't it? Oh, man. I love Gamebook adaptations and stuff. That's why I had so much fun with Fabled Lands and Lore and the Amazon Princess, which I actually finished that LP. That's a complete LP if you ever want to watch it. It's very good. Not that I played very good. I mean, it's a very good game with a great story and characters, and yeah, that was a lot of fun. But this is super cool too, and I hope you'll join me for this going forward. I'll try to sneak in as many episodes as I can. Today, as I said, is a rest day, which means I can play whatever I want rather than a scheduled, LP. So we'll try to update this a bit and, yeah, keep it going because this is cool. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you'll stick with me for this sure-to-be epic journey. Thank you all so much for watching. Appreciate you guys. Much love, peace, joy, and all good things in your life. And, yeah, stay tuned. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.